saw it come out, Theo, my mind blanked out. My legs were even made of straw. I want a sledgehammer, I want a crowbar, I want a jackhammer, now. Let's go.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry, man.
He's fine. I gave her a lift. Lucky for her, I was driving down Old York Road and was temporarily blinded. The sunlight reflecting off of her bejeweled jacket.
Comment, sir!
Yeah, the man was critically injured. If he hadn't let him in, he would have died.
Yeah.
What's the problem, man? Need some help or what?
No, I don't think so. No, thank you.
From beloved Cosby Show sidekick to the guy who called out America's broken healthcare system, Troy Winbush quietly mastered the ultimate Hollywood magic trick, staying relevant without scandals for over 3 decades. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. It's the mid-1980s, and 14-year-old Troy Lee Winbush is driving his teachers absolutely insane at Louis B. Brandeis High School in Manhattan. This kid from Harlem was so obsessed with Eddie Murphy that he'd disrupt entire classes with his impressions, earning constant detention slips. Born March 12, 1970 in New York City, Troy Lee Winbush grew up with Hollywood in his blood. His desperate mother enrolled her class clown son at the prestigious Weist-Baron Acting School, hoping to channel his comedic chaos into something productive. That same year, Troy almost landed a starring role opposite Madonna in Who's That Girl?
I'm from New York originally, right? So there was a movie with Madonna called Who's That Girl? I think I was maybe 15 or 16.
He was this close to his big break when bad weather forced production to California, and young Troy got the boot. But Troy didn't give up. Within months, he snagged a role as Baby Emile in The Principal alongside James Belushi. Not glamorous, but it was a start.
No story, man.
Come on.
They wanted me to write this note to Mr. Roscoe, asking her to meet me after school, but I wouldn't, man. I'm telling you the truth.
Then came the role that would define his career. Denny, Vanessa Huxtable's boyfriend on The Cosby Show from 1987 to 1991.
Oh, she called me a despicable, conniving cretin. Then she pointed at me, turned to the sergeant and said, have him arrested for impersonating a man.
Landing this recurring role on America's #1 sitcom was like winning the lottery for a teenage actor. The show was a cultural phenomenon, watched by over 30 million viewers each week, and Troy was suddenly part of television history.
I need you to back me up. You know how I get around beautiful women. My mouth dries up and foam comes out.
Being on The Cosby Show wasn't just about fame. It was about learning from the best. Bill Cosby ran a tight ship, demanding professionalism from every cast member, including the teenage actors. Troy learned to memorize lines quickly, hit his marks consistently, and bring genuine emotion to comedic situations.
No disrespect, Theo. I can't take this.
These weren't just acting lessons. They were master classes in television production that would shape his entire career philosophy. At just 17, Troy was already showing the dramatic chops that would carry him through Hollywood's toughest decades. But here's what most people don't realize. Troy was navigating one of the most challenging transitions in entertainment, going from beloved child star to working adult actor.
Hey, man, I said no to him, didn't I? Ain't going back.
You ain't going back?
This is where careers usually crash and burn spectacularly. The entertainment industry is littered with former child stars who couldn't make that transition successfully.
Sally Sprinkles is looking pretty fit and tasty. Ooh, jelly-filled Judy. Looks like we have a winner.
In an industry where child stars typically spiral into addiction, arrest, or public meltdowns, Troy Winbush has maintained a spotless reputation for over 35 years. The man has never had a DUI, never been to rehab, never had a public feud, and never even had a questionable tweet go viral. In Hollywood terms, this makes him practically a unicorn. Consider his contemporaries from the late 1980s and early 1990s. Many child stars from that era have struggled with substance abuse, legal troubles, or career implosions. Some disappeared entirely from public view. Others became cautionary tales about the dark side of childhood fame. Troy somehow avoided all of these pitfalls while continuing to work steadily in an incredibly competitive industry.
Jose and Kitty like they're on trial. They were good parents. And society would be better off if more parents were like them.
But wait, There is one juicy mystery that's been driving fans absolutely crazy for decades. Is Troy actually related to Bernie Mac show star Camille Winbush? Here's where it gets wild. Multiple sources claim they're siblings, sharing parents Anthony and Alice Winbush. Camille was born February 9, 1990, making her 20 years younger than Troy. Some biographical sites even list them as brother and sister with identical family backgrounds. The age gap would make perfect sense for siblings, and they both entered the entertainment industry as children. But plot twist, Troy's own IMDb biography explicitly states they are not related, despite sharing the same last name and profession. Meanwhile, other sources suggest they might share a father but have different mothers, making them half-siblings who've never publicly acknowledged each other. Some internet sleuths have pointed out facial similarities and career parallels that seem too coincidental to ignore. The internet has been detectiving this mystery for years, and neither Troy nor Camille has ever directly addressed it. Is it a case of Hollywood coincidence, family drama, or just really confusing biographical databases? The silence from both actors only makes the mystery juicier. It's become one of those weird Hollywood urban legends that refuses to die. Here's what we do know about Troy's personal life, and honestly, it's almost too wholesome to believe. He is married to Monica Dozier and has 2 children, but Troy takes privacy seriously. His Instagram has just 2,334 followers and gives almost nothing away about his personal life. When he's not working, Troy spends time mentoring teenage boys in group homes, encouraging them to overcome difficult circumstances. Having grown up in Harlem and navigated childhood fame, Troy knows firsthand the challenges these kids face. He's also a passionate advocate for breast cancer and cervical cancer awareness, causes that clearly mean something personal to him. His downtime? You'll find him hitting the gym or cruising Southern California highways on his motorcycle, soaking up that perfect weather. It's the kind of balanced, grounded lifestyle that's supposed to be impossible for someone who grew up in the spotlight. Yet Troy has managed to maintain normalcy while building a sustainable career, a combination that continues to elude many of his peers. Most actors chase the big break. Troy Winbush built something better: sustainability. After The Cosby Show ended, he systematically chose diverse roles across every major network and genre. Law and Order, NYPD Blue.
Is the girl all right?
She didn't make it.
You guys looking at me for murder?
CSI Miami, Jag, Monk.
Chatty Cathy, that man's a friend of mine. I'm holding you personally responsible.
Touched by an Angel.
Don't spell choir with the Q. That's how you spell it when it means the sheaf of paper. Now, that's what I mean.
The Big Bang Theory.
Your vitals are stable, but let's take you in for some tests just to be safe.
You want one of us to go with you in the ambulance?
I'll do it.
Scandal.
Of course, you know cupcakes will never work, Miss Pope. I have a gun. I can shoot you. But I did get a call from his handling.
The president's secretary.
Apparently, the president wants you back on the list.
911.
I can tell Denny has a good life here, and I don't want to harm that in any way. You're his parents. You tell me what's best for him, and I'll follow your lead.
Chicago Fire.
How you doing, Kelly? All right. So that food truck guy we picked up yesterday, Del Cotner, turns out he's cousins with this guy.
The man has been a reliable presence on television for 3 decades.
So he fails here, waits a few weeks, and cracks a safe one in Westhurst.
This wasn't accidental. Troy developed a reputation as the actor casting directors could count on. He showed up prepared, knew his lines, hit his marks, and brought professionalism to every set. In an industry where temperamental behavior often overshadows talent, Troy's reliability became his superpower.
That happens to me sometimes. I don't like fighting.
Gone is the innocent Denny from The Cosby Show. Here's a cynical character delivering biting social commentary about America's healthcare system. It's called the Hippocratic Oath, not the hypocritical oath. He deadpans. And you can see decades of lived experience informing his performance. The evolution from teenager to seasoned adult actor is complete. The strategic genius? Troy never tried to be the leading man. He became the guy every casting director calls when they need someone reliable, professional, and talented.
The bartender said PFC Henderson danced with at least a dozen women last night. So if it is possible, we should have seen a spike by now.
It's a career approach that's kept him working consistently while flashier actors have faded away. He understood early that longevity in Hollywood requires more than just talent. It demands business acumen, professional relationships, and the wisdom to choose the right projects.
Jose and Kitty, like they're on trial. They were good parents. And society would be better off if more parents were like them.
His film work includes notable appearances in The Replacements.
Are we the only ones in this jail?
Yeah, simple. They're winners.
Hell no, not tonight.
John Q.
Yeah, that promise, what do they call it?
It's called the Hippocratic Oath.
More like the hypocritical oath.
National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and Backwoods.
No worries.
Sell your ugly ass and booked. Take another shot.
Each role, whether large or small, added to his reputation as a dependable character actor who could handle everything from comedy to drama to action. At 55 years old, Troy landed what could have been his biggest role yet, Kevin in NBC's Suits LA, premiering February 23, 2025.
Erica, as much as I appreciate your offer, I can't stay. And I want you to know why.
Kevin is a private investigator, once a member of the Justice Department. He was a partner of Ted's way back in the day.
This represented everything Troy had built toward. A substantial recurring character on a high-profile network series with serious dramatic weight. The role would see Kevin working alongside Stephen Amell's Ted Black in cases that blended criminal and entertainment law. The casting was perfect for Troy's skill set. After decades of playing authority figures and morally complex characters, he was ready for a role that would showcase his full range. Suits LA offered the kind of prestige television that had become the new gold standard for serious actors.
You do this, one or two things are gonna happen. You fail and wind up with a bullet in your head. Or you succeed and wind up with a bullet in your head.
But here's the heartbreaker. NBC canceled Suits LA in May 2025 after just one season. Despite showing promise by the final episodes and developing the sharp wit that made the original Suits compelling, the spinoff couldn't find its audience quickly enough in today's brutal television landscape. The cancellation was particularly disappointing given the show's potential and Troy's investment in the character. Troy Winbush represents something that's supposed to be impossible in Hollywood, the child actor who figured it out. His estimated net worth sits between $1 and $5 million, accumulated through decades of consistent work. He stands 6'1" tall and remains married to Monica Dozier, with whom he has children. While his contemporaries crashed and burned, he quietly built a career based on professionalism, consistency, and genuine talent.